Boy, you know what time it is.
Welcome to the Bromigos podcast.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Bromigos podcast. You know, it's your boy Daint Money.
It's the Hoocieman here. We're down half the crew.
Facts, man. Facts. Half the whole damn crew is gone. Matt's at work. You know, Panama Red has some family things to handle, and shout out Panama Red.
We
man.
understand that.
Everything's good, man. You know, first of all, before the podcast, the family comes first. Everybody knows that. So much love out to our boy, no doubt. But Hunter, there's a lot of things going on in the world today, man. We got,
especially today.
Kyrie got let go from Nike.
Officially.
Deion Sanders goes from Jackson State to Colorado. Like, sports is blowing the fuck up right now. This man Kanye still can't shut his damn mouth, and the things he's saying. Oh, we get into that one.
Oh yeah.
No.
I think we'll have Matt call in and give his 2 cents on that. Even though he's a little busy, he can still call in. I know he wanted to talk about the Griner situation, but yeah, Kanye, all he had to do is just shut his mouth and just let everything go. He's like, I'm gonna go on Alex Jones over here. I like Hitler. I think he's a good guy. He makes the microphone that I use. Upsets me.
I don't even know what to say about it. I really don't even know what to say about it, man. I have no idea what to say about it. Every single time this man opens his mouth, it's always something stupid. Like, it's just dumb.
Not to mention he's wearing a garbage bag on his head the whole time.
Facts. I mean, there comes down to a point for me where it's like, all right, I know at one point we're saying he has mental health issues. That's cool. Then he was going through some things personally. But now I'm at a point where regardless of mental health, his actions, his words have been hurtful, have been deceitful, and he clearly knows what he's doing, but he's not going to stop. He doesn't care what anyone says because people have been trying to cancel him for the past 2-3 weeks. Shit, I shouldn't say that. For the past 2-3 years. Let me rephrase that one a little bit. But then if you really think about it, man, like, he doesn't give a shit. He's going to keep doing what the hell he wants to do, and no one's going to stop him. No one's going to stop him.
No.
But I think there's another side to this. The other day when he was on, what podcast was he on when he had after Alex Jones? I was trying to figure out what the name of it was, but I couldn't find it. You know what it was?
I honestly can't remember the name of it.
You know what? Pull up the clip of Kanye on the last podcast he was on. He was talking about Hitler. And he was like, oh, the Jews need to forgive Hitler and all that kind of stuff. I want you to pull that up for me.
It's not Alex Jones. The only thing that comes up is Alex Jones.
No. When he it's one of the ones where he's literally tells the Jews to forgive Hitler.
Apparently he released like a new sampling for a song.
He did. And I was so mad though. I was so mad because when I heard the song, right, I listened to a story. I was like, damn, that beat is hard.
Well,
and then he started rapping, and I was like, oh. And then I heard the end, and I was like, oh, I know he ain't.
Yeah. I didn't even.
There's a clip from the podcast to put at the end of the song. My boy, are you serious? Like, the beat was hard. Like, I was some classic Kanye shit. You some Donny Hathaway. I love Donny Hathaway. But then when I heard the lyrics, I was like, come on, man. Are you done? This nigga claims to be a disciple, but he acting real deceitful. I don't really get it. He's a very unholy person.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that? They just gone off the rails.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's out here making gospel albums and shit and winning Grammys for making gospel albums, and then you go out here saying some real hateful shit towards another demographic. I don't really get it, man. I don't get it at all. Yeah, there's something going on with Kanye, man. But you still can't find his video?
No, I can only find the article. I can't find the video.
No way you can't find the video. Hold up, check under videos right there.
Probably this one.
Shoot, it might be that one for real.
Yahoo Finance, shout out.
We get the volume on that. We gotta make sure we got the volume on this.
but you're canceled for anti-Semitism because you also love Hitler, but you love everyone equally. Good guys and bad guys.
Yeah, Jewish people can't tell me who I can love and who I can't love. You can't force your pain on everyone else. Jewish people, forgive Hitler today. Let it go. Let it go. And stop trying to force it on other people. Good night.
What? First off, he doesn't even know where the guy is. He's got a garbage bag over his head the whole time. He's looking, guys like, what are your thoughts on it? And kind of just, take the garbage bag off, dude. I just don't get it. But it's Kanye telling Jews to forgive Hitler is like, what? I had an analogy and I just lost it. You know what? It was going to be on the topic of slavery. It's like, just slaves, just forgive your white bastards. Forgive them. Who cares? It was so long ago. It's the same idea.
I'll put it this way: there's gonna be all the Jewish people are going to be very, very, very upset at Kanye once everybody hears this, and I'm sure most people have seen it anyways. It's all over social media right now.
Yes.
But even though Kanye was wrong for what he said, it's fucked up. It's not right. No one agrees with him. And if you do, well, we ain't gonna get into that. But if you really think about it, he brings up a very interesting point and a very, very prominent stigma between the black and white race, especially in our country. Think about how many times you might have heard a story about white people saying, oh my God, you got to get over slavery. It was so long ago. That stuff doesn't matter anymore. You don't need reparations. Get over all that master stuff. All right. The civil rights movement was so long ago. They always telling us to forget our history, forget our past, right? Like it never happened. But now shoes on the other foot, even though none of us agree with it. You see the outrage, see how upset they are. That's the same way that we've been feeling forever. But now this jackass comes out and says some bullshit and everybody's in their feelings as they should be. But damn, now you see how it feels. Do you understand? You get it?
Put my screen back on. Whatever happened to this? Whatever happened to this, Kanye?
Yeah, where's that Kanye? Where's that guy? Where's that guy? I miss that Kanye. I don't know what the hell's going on with this man's. I don't know what's going on with my man, bro. But Kanye's lost it. He's lost his groove.
Do you think it really stems from Pete Davidson? Because that's when I noticed that he really started to go off the rails. Like, when Kanye and Kim got the divorce.
I think it started when his mom died. Straight up. And that's no disrespect to him or his mother. Everybody, if you have Netflix, most people saw the Yeezus documentary. And you saw like his rise to fame and rise to power in music that most people will never, ever, ever touch. And a lot of that charisma, a lot of that drive, that care he had for music, that love he had for music came from his mother. So when she died, you saw that when he really started to go off the rails a little bit. You could tell, you could see it. That's when the meltdowns, started to see the public meltdowns over and over and over again. He was outbursting every single time he's on stage. The Taylor Swift situation, the other Taylor Swift situation, like it just keeps going on. And then you get into the relationship with Kim and the Pete Davidson stuff. And now we're talking about the Jewish stuff. Like it just keeps building on. And Kanye's not the same guy. No. It's not. And he hasn't been, because I feel like he doesn't have that rock, that person that always had his back, that was able to guide him the right way. He clearly really, really cares about his mom. His past 2 albums didn't show he cared about his mom because he named him after her, and them shits was trash. But hey man, moms, but down to 1, down to 2. Hope you don't make it down to 3, nigga, because that shit was ass.
I don't even want to know what that's gonna be like. If that
sorry, I'm good.
Do you think he's gonna make this the cover?
That's terrible.
Yeah, I just don't understand what goes through his thought process now. Like from 5 years ago to now, like what is this? What who did he pay to make this? And what? I don't get it.
I don't know, man. Couldn't tell you. But Kanye's made so much great music, over his career, and I appreciate the artist that he was, but he's not the same artist anymore. He doesn't have the same hold on the game that he used to. His mental health is clearly taking him elsewhere. He's on a different level right now, and I think he needs to work on himself, figure things out on his own. But to be honest with you, I could care less about Kanye. I care
He
less
needs to
about
be surrounded by people who actually care about him, not just yes. It's the same thing with like Antonio Brown, for example, because he's a part of Donda Sports. He's surrounded by yes people, and he's in his own debacle, which that's a whole nother episode. But yeah, he just needs to be surrounded by the right people instead of just people telling him, "Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, don't worry about what they're saying," and then he just goes on and says whatever again.
Yeah, man. I'm just really glad they're calling them. They're calling it what it actually is. These men clearly have mental health issues, because a lot of times, you go back maybe 10, 15, maybe 20 years ago, if it was Kanye in this situation, and he would have said he was a drug addict, they would have said he had a drug problem. So I'm glad that things are kind of opening up more to a point where we can call things what they are and not just create a narrative for who and what.
Yep.
We ain't going to get into that. But forget Kanye. I'm tired of this, man. But I do want to talk about my main man, Kyrie Irving, Jersey legend, dropped from Nike. Dropped from Nike. Now,
officially
why was Kyrie dropped from Nike? And then on that same day, now I don't even want to say that. Why was the day that they announced Kyrie being dropped from Nike, right? Why was that the same day, the very same day, that they announced Ja Morant was going to get his signature shoe?
I did think that was interesting. They drop one to pick up another.
The way that Nike treated Kyrie in this situation is exactly why certain players and certain music artists don't sign with labels. They don't sign with big shoe companies, because everybody knows over the past 6-7 years he's been with Nike, Kyrie has the best basketball shoe. Every hooper knows that. Kyrie has the best basketball shoe. Kyrie 1, 2, 3, 4, tough. Past couple, and it was kind of all the same. But Kyrie had the highest selling Nike shoe at one point. This dude made Nike millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. And you drop him like that. Like it doesn't even matter.
Honestly, from a marketing standpoint, it's not going to help them if they keep him, because then they're just going to go back to that. Like, for example, if Balenciaga kept Kanye, then they're just gonna go back to, oh well, Kanye said, but I can see from a marketing standpoint why they dropped him. And then ironically, the same day they're like, hey, we're gonna collab with Ja Morant, give him his own shoe. Now, speaking of which, did you see the shoes that he wore last night?
Yes, I did.
I just got them up.
Because I think one of the things that people don't really understand about Kyrie and his shoes were really personal to him.
Yeah.
Every single shoe, Kyrie had a big hand in designing. When the Kyrie 2 came out, that shoe was revolutionary in the game of basketball. Like, that shoe was Can you pull up the Kyrie 2 for me? The Kyrie 2 was revolutionary because the front of the shoe, it was like rounded at the top, at the ball of the foot. So like when you were playing defense, you were trying to make moves, these ones, I had these right here, the Kyrie 2, the USA Johns, bro. See how rounded the front of the toe is? That was like revolutionary for us because it was the first shoe that wasn't completely flat. So like you could have some like extra movement on there, defensively, offensively. It was dope. But this man had a hand in all the designs for all of his shoes. Like he just said, drop them. So imagine everything that he put into these shoes. A lot of them were dedicated, to his mom, to his dad. I know a couple Johns he had dedicated to his sister. I know he has one dedicated to his kids. I mean, this nigga had the Illuminati eye on most of his sneakers. So like, think about that. He had a hand in designing his shit. He had a hand in designing his shit, right? So if you really just look at that, Kyrie Irving gave everything he had at Nike, and they just dropped him like a bad habit. I just think it's kind of wrong, man.
It's a good song, by the way.
When you give a company all that, but they wouldn't do done Jordan like that. They definitely would not have done LeBron like that.
Not LeBron.
Nope. So it's sad to see, but at the least, Kyrie Irving last night was hooping 30 points, 30 beans. I mean, thing about Kyrie is that no matter how long he's out for, whenever he gets injured, he still comes back and he hopes. He just can't stay healthy for a long period of time. Like, Kyrie is one of my favorite players to watch ever since he was in high school, man. I mean, watching him at St. Pat's was crazy. I saw him play at Montclair Kimberly one time. I mean, he is one of the quickest basketball players I've ever seen. He's got the best handles I've ever seen live. Like, people don't understand. If you've never seen Kyrie Irving play basketball live, please go watch it. Please go watch it. He's like that. He's like that. Like, the finishes that he hits, these layups that he be hitting on like 7-foot dudes, up and unders, reverse, it's fucking crazy, man. Seeing that shit live is different. It's different, bro. It's different. Like, Kyrie's one of the best basketball players of all time. He should be top 75. Niggas got game. He's got game. Straight up.
He's just got to get back in a rhythm. And I feel like looking at his stats, it seems like he's slowly starting to get back into that rhythm.
Yeah. The Nets
20, 27, 27, 18, and then 33.
Dog, can we look at the Western Conference playoff setup right now?
Yeah.
Because if we look at the standings, this shit is crazy. If it was over the summer and I told you that in December, the Pelicans would be the best team in the West, second best team in the league. The Suns would be the second seed, but not only that, the Kings would be the 5 seed, and Golden State and the Lakers aren't even in the playoff race right now.
Well, the Lakers, I could agree. Pelicans, I kind of saw them like, okay, they're going to have Zion back. They still got Brandon Ingram, McCollum, Valanciunas, Jose Alvarado, not even just his defense. The other night he had like 38 points.
Are the 13th seed in the West.
Victor Wembanyama, 15 seed.
A team that literally has LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, 3 NBA top 75 greatest players of all time. They're 13th in the West.
It's still early, though.
Last year didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah,
but I think we've proven one thing. When it comes down to the Los Angeles Lakers, the one thing that's going to get them through it, the one thing that's going to get them to the playoffs, you got to play through AD, baby. You got to play brow. You got to play through the brow. You play through Anthony Davis, you win games. Because I don't know what the hell that dude was on last week. But then I forgot. Oh, my God. Anthony Davis can play like this all the time. He just has to be healthy.
And then he left the game against the Cavs with flu symptoms. But
yeah, well, that's cool. You know, it's just a flu. That's understandable. But people forget 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, 4 or 5 years ago. We were saying that Anthony Davis was going to be, the next. He was supposed to be what Giannis is now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Anthony Davis is supposed to be. And I think that's something people just have to have a realization about. They have to understand. You got to open up, be true about it. He is exactly who Anthony Davis should be right now. But that's just how it is. Injuries. Giannis has pretty much been healthy his whole career. Kept building. When Anthony Davis came in, he was that guy. Now, who do I think is better? I still think Anthony Davis is a better player. I'll take a healthy Anthony Davis over any player in the league. I swear to God. Swear to God.
Yeah, healthy Anthony Davis is different.
Scary.
Oh, and you know what? They play the Sixers tomorrow night. So actually, no, it is tomorrow night. I think
AD and Embiid.
Yeah, it is tomorrow night. That will be an interesting one.
In Philly. Guess where I'll be? In Philly. Where I'm gonna be at. Yep. You're gonna ask yourself, is Dante gonna go to a bar in Philly with his Lakers winter hat on? You damn straight I am. Fuck the Sixers. I don't give a fuck about them. Ain't no love over here, dog. Ain't no love over here. That's why I like arguing with Mike when it comes to the the Philly stuff, and it's so funny to me. It's like, you Sixers fans, man, y'all always opening up your mouth like you've done something in the past 2 decades. What have you done? Like,
we got Joel Embiid.
Most of your youngest fans, most of your fans in general, were born after the last time you won a championship. I don't even know why you're talking. Most of your youngest fans now, they were born the year you went to the championship. That was 21 years ago. Mike wasn't even born the last time the Sixers won a championship. You know how the shit he be talking? Oh, Embiid, Embiid, shout out Thibault, I don't care about all them dudes, man. They ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, let's take a look at the East, because it's after last night, it's clear why the Celtics are the number 1 seed. I mean, they demolished the Suns. They sunned them.
Yeah.
I got off work at 11. I'm like, oh yeah, there's Celtics Suns on. I got home. I looked at the score. They're down by 40. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, when it comes to Boston, I think they're gonna have a great regular season. The only thing they're thinking about is championship.
Mm-hmm. Especially after being there last year, they're trying to run it back.
They're really trying to get back. I truly hope they don't win. I have no love for the Boston Celtics. I'm a Lakers fan. I could care less. I would love for the Celtics to go all the way to the finals, to a game 7, and lose on a buzzer beater. Step back, fade away.
Oh no, that'd be brutal.
Falling into the crowd. A near gym. I would love to see that. I would love to see it, bro. Every time the Celtics fail last year, I was rooting for Steph Curry. Hell yeah, I was rooting for Steph Curry. Oh my God, of course, 100%. Would I rather see Steph Curry win a 4th championship, or would I rather see the Celtics tie the Lakers in championships? Well, it's pretty easy. Easy answer.
And tying this in with football, like as a Steelers fan, when it was Patriots and Eagles versus Super Bowl, couldn't stand the Eagles. Okay. Absolutely hate Tom Brady and the Patriots. I'm just saying that. But if the Patriots won, they would have been tied with the Steelers in Super Bowls. So would I rather watch Tom Brady win another Super Bowl, or would I rather watch the Eagles win their first Super Bowl? So lose, but I'd rather have the Eagles win the Super Bowl, and that's what happened.
Yeah. So how'd you feel about it actually eventually happening?
Well, I was like, oh, don't, no. Well, I was really hoping that the Jags would somehow win. That way I could root for the Jags, and then I'd be really bummed if they lost. But at that point, I was like,
the most boring Super Bowls ever.
What? Eagles and Patriots?
No.
You're thinking Rams and Patriots.
No, I'm talking Rams and Patriots.
Yes.
That was the most boring Super Bowls.
We were robbed that year of I think it was that year. Rams and Chiefs.
I thought y'all didn't make the playoffs that year.
No, I'm talking about like Rams and Chiefs in the Super Bowl. We were robbed of that.
Okay.
I could be thinking of another one. Let me find Rams Chiefs. That game they had supposed to be in Mexico City, but the turf was so bad they played it in LA anyway, and it was
when they were just going at it. Yeah, that game was crazy. We were watching
that was probably the best. Yeah, 2018 best game I've ever watched. 54-51. Yeah. We thought this was going to be the Super Bowl matchup. It was like,
I remember everyone thought that. And then Brady did it. Speaking of Brady, man, I'm gonna call this out. And I'm not gonna cap. The other day, I walked inside after getting back from work, and I saw my dad had the Bucks game on, right? So the other day, Bucks are playing the Saints. They're down. At this point, I think it was like 16-3 or some shit. Like, this game was pretty much over. It was pretty much over. There's like 7 minutes left in the game. I was like, all right, well, I guess they're done, right? And then I had to find out. This is crazy. So then I looked at the score and I was like, wait a second. It's Tom Brady. Always got to bet on Brady. When I wake up the next morning and I see them motherfuckers actually won that game.
I should have bet on Brady. I should have known. Like, I knew what was coming in that game, but I was like, nah, I don't feel.
Everyone asked me, "Is like, well, why you talk about Brady so much?" It's like, when it comes down to greatness, every single time I see Tom Brady play football, in the biggest moments, it's so rare that he fails.
God. But
It's so rare that he fails. 27-3, man. I'm sorry, 28-3.
28-3. Yep.
28-3. I remember that Super Bowl.
Plus, have you seen his new girlfriend?
I mean, is this true? I mean,
yes.
God, she got some.
That's true. Look,
Oh,
that's
my.
her. But we all want to see this, not this.
Yo,
we don't want to see that.
Yo,
well, it's Tom Brady. What do you expect?
Tom is Tom, man. Shout out Tom Brady, man.
Shout out Tom Brady.
Man, shout out Tom Brady. Shout out Tom Brady. You know what? Tom don't get enough love. Shout out Tom Brady one more time. Goddamn. Shout out Tom Brady, man. You know.
Shout out Slovakia.
Facts, man. You know, Tom Brady out here winning in life, bro. He's winning in life. He's winning on the football field. You know, having comebacks on and off the field. Like this, man, shout out Tom Brady, man. God damn. Shout out Tom Brady.
Hey, he's 3-1 since the divorce. And from the standings we're looking at, you got 11-1 Eagles, you got 8-4 49ers, which they are there's a lot of questions surrounding that. 10-2 Vikings, and then 6-6 Bucks. Now, like I mentioned, 3-1 since the divorce. They're 500. They're leading the division. Shout out to the Falcons because they just benched Mariota for Desmond Ridder. All it took was them losing to the Steelers. Hey-o! But it's heating up for the playoffs or getting in the crunch time. And like we mentioned, this is when Tom Brady comes out, plays his best football, like when it matters. Like you stink in the first half, but come playoff time, they're going to make the playoffs. And then they're going to – I feel like they're going to –
They can they can still win their division. It's not really hard. It's
they can win their division, without a doubt. Let's see who they got coming up. They got – all right. Well, this is a good one. 49ers, a lot of questions surrounding them. Bengals, okay. Cardinals, it fluctuates, but they play on Christmas night. Oh, that'll be a fun one. And division rivals, Panthers and Falcons.
Wait. You're telling me I could watch the Lakers and Tom Brady play on Christmas? Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
I love Christmas. Getting so many presents this year. I love it.
These next two games are going to be interesting because 49ers, they're without Jimmy G, and they've got Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy leading the way. And people were so impressed, like, oh, actually, Brock Purdy. Exactly. Who? Mr. Irrelevant. Literally he's the last pick of the draft. And all of a sudden, he's like,
I have a question. Yes. Who is this Brock Purdy you talk about? Who is this? Brock who?
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy. I do not know who you speak of.
He don't look Purdy, but he's a quarterback. That's all that matters.
Yo, he looked like I don't know, man. You know, he looks like the substitute teacher at a middle school. That's what he looks like.
Substitute history teacher.
Yeah. He looks like he goes to the library for social events.
He was the last pick of the 2022 draft, and you know they call the pick Mr. Irrelevant because you don't really hear much about the guy, but now he's got the keys. It's essentially I saw it someone. He's a 16-year-old who got the keys to a Ferrari. That's basically what it is. That's basically what it is. And people were surprised that he played so good. I'm like, well, if you surround him with a good offensive line, you got Deebo Samuel, you got McCaffrey, you got Kittle, you got Brandon Ayuk. Shout out Juwan Jennings, fantasy god. Yeah. I feel like for the fantasy playoffs. But if you surround him with good weapons and a good offensive line, of course he's going to be good. But we'll have to see what the 49ers do. But that'll be an interesting game. And then let's go on the AFC side of things. So AFC, you got the Bills, which, gosh, this division is still all above 500. Patriots, I don't think they're going to do anything. Jets, wild card, I definitely see that. Dolphins might make a push for the division, especially now that the Bills lost. We got Davis White back.
Are we taking a chance to shit on Zach Wilson yet? Has anybody done that yet?
Yeah, Zach Wilson stinks. He's lost the locker room. He's lost everything to Mike White.
This is what Zach Wilson has to do, bro. You gotta after practice, you gotta go in your locker room and get your bag and like just put everything in it and walk out.
Never come back.
Back. You know
you're a terrible quarterback.
I'm just letting him know. I'm just letting him know. That doesn't mean you can stay in New Jersey. No, get the fuck out. Go home.
No.
Where do you come from? Where do you go to school?
He went to BYU.
If you take your Mormon ass the fuck out of here, go home. Go home. Go home. Go home. Go home. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for it. We don't have time for it. Okay. You screwed over the defense. You know, you captain the media. No one can fuck with you now, man. You got to go home. It's slow for you.
I still think this division's wide open. Like the Jets might go on a run to take the division, but I think the Dolphins might have something to do with it because Bills lost Von Miller for the season, ACL. So that's going to hurt them a ton.
Man, they said it wasn't an ACL at first. Fuck.
Yeah, but then he had surgery yesterday. So he's done.
That's sad.
And then over here, it's just Chiefs. The Raiders are getting hot. Maybe a wild card. Chargers are 6-6, but I hate Brandon Staley. I think he needs to go. He needs to go.
Raiders have a miracle run. Like, what if they just have a miracle run? That shit would be crazy, man. They have the talent. They suck.
Yeah.
You really thought they'd be running people over this season, but you know.
Well, think about it. All their losses, they blew leads. Like they had a lead and then they blew it. So if they don't do that, they're 12-0. That's literally the only thing that's holding them back. And now they're tied with the Bengals and then Browns. I don't want to see them do anything.
I want the Bengals to get to the Super Bowl.
They'll be like the modern day Bills. They'll go 4 in a row and lose all 4.
Strictly for the fact that I want to see those white jerseys on the field in the Super Bowl. You win if you win a Super Bowl in an all white uniform, you're hard. You hard.
But yeah, Ravens, this one will be interesting. So oddly enough, I'm going to say this now as a Steelers fan. For the Ravens, it should be a good thing that Lamar isn't playing against the Steelers because he's probably going to miss this game because Lamar stinks against the Steelers. For some reason, he's really bad. And the only time he beat them is when they had Duck Hodges at quarterback for the Steelers. So that's all you need to know. So Tyler Huntley, he might beat the Steelers, honestly. It'll be a close one to the very end. Then they got the Browns, who got Deshaun Watson back, but he sucks. Falcons, don't know what they are now, not that they have Desmond Ridder. Steelers again, Bengals again. This could be for the division.
Wait, the Browns. Hey, wait a second. So, the Raiders playing the Browns soon.
Yeah.
How's my boy Deshaun Watson doing? His back still tight? I was curious, you know.
It must be.
Curious, you know, you might need a little rub down, you know, as long as it's supervised. Nah, it'll be.
Yeah, let's see. He had 131 yards and an interception against the Texans. Stink.
He had what? And
he stunk against the Texans. Who'd have thought that a quarterback that hasn't played in 2 years would stink?
See, that's what happens, man. He hasn't been getting his massages. You know, he's a little tight. His muscles are a little tight. He's loosened up a little bit. You know, let him go do his thing. Hey, think about it, man. All them damn massages he was getting. Think of the stats he was putting up in Houston. He was getting all the massages all the time. I'm just saying.
This game, the defense and the special teams carried the entire way. Like the defense had 2 touchdowns. Special teams had a punt return.
See, them ladies had the magic touch. They had the magic touch.
Need them to go everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
He got outperformed by Kyle Allen. I think Kyle Allen had better QBR than him.
Yeah, man. I think Browns management and Deshaun Watson should come should come to an agreement, right? I think, you know, they should meet in the middle. You know, maybe they'll let 3 masseuses travel with him throughout the season, you know, on the road and everything, and that way he has options. He doesn't get bored. He stays loose, puts up great stats. Makes the contract worth it, and who knows? Browns to the Super Bowl. I don't know. I'm not talking about on the Twitter, you know. You never know what can happen. Never know. Yeah, it is what it is, though.
So the Bengals have an interesting stretch. So this AFC North is going to be tight. It's either Ravens or Bengals. Like I said, they play the Browns this Sunday, Bucks next Sunday, Patriots in Foxborough, that'll be a challenge. Buffalo, and then Baltimore again. So these next 5 games are going to be even more challenging for the Bengals because they've got Tom Brady's Tom Brady. Bill Belichick's Bill Belichick. Bills are Super Bowl contenders. Ravens, that's for the division, and they're good too. And they should have Lamar back by then.
We'll see, man. Yeah. But, you know, speaking of football, Speaking of football, college football has been going crazy this week. College football has been going crazy this week. And it's for one particular person. Prime time. Deion Sanders.
Oh, Deion.
Deion.
Coach Prime.
Coach Prime. There's a couple different stories we got to talk about within this, right? First of all,
yes.
First of all, you know what? Shout out Coach Prime, man. Shout out Coach Prime.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know,
Coach Prime.
Coach Prime, man, did a great job over there at Jackson State. You know, went there 3 years ago during the pandemic. He turned an HBCU program into a powerful program that brought in good football players, good character, that were dedicated to the game, that wanted to be good young men, and he was successful there. You know, one of the things that I thought was great when they were talking about Deion at his press conference going to Colorado was that he had a 90% graduation rate while he was there. That's the highest it's been in years for the football team.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
It's because he cares about the players, not only on the field but obviously off the field.
Facts. He poured so much money into that program, getting him a new stadium, you know, state-of-the-art facilities from the training, locker rooms, rec rooms, places for them to eat. You know, they all got new gear because he teamed up with Under Armour. I mean, this man did a whole lot for that program. And what he was able to do was shine some light on HBCU football, something that had really never been done before on a national stage. Some black people, yeah, I'm saying black people, some black people were upset saying that, Deion left them kids. What about Travis Hunter, man? You know, he brought him there and now he's just gonna leave him. You know, what about all them kids that he brought there, man? He's just gonna leave them. And I'm like, wait a second. Why are you being so underappreciative? Like, have you not seen what he did for all HBCUs, not just Jackson State? When was the last time College Game Day went to Jackson State? When was the last time College Game Day went to any HBCU? Never. When was the last time you constantly saw HBCU football on ESPN? Not on the app.
Not on ESPN Plus?
No, not on ESPN Plus. No, on ESPN. Never. Because he gave that opportunity. He provided that opportunity because of his power, because of the things that he's able to get done. Deion gets shit done. He's like that. Look at his resume. Defensive Player of the Year. Shoot, when the 49ers were having issues with the Dallas Cowboys, who they call?
Not Ghostbusters. They call
Ghostbusters. Deion Sanders. Because who they beat in the championship? Dallas Cowboys. For the first time in 2 years. They got him. All right, fine. Then Dallas was like, oh, we can't let the 49ers beat us again. So who Dallas call? Deion Sanders.
See, like, look at all his accomplishments right here.
His track record, man.
Oh, not even that. He won Super Bowl XXX.
I'm dead, man. I'm dead.
Sadly, it was over my Pittsburgh Steelers. Sadly.
You know, look at everything he's done in his career. Went to coaching. I mean, look at what he's got. 2 SWAC championships. Went undefeated this year. You know, won the division twice. Led up a 27-5 record over 3 years. He was able to bring media to HBCUs. He's able to bring social media to HBCUs. He was able to recruit kids for free because everyone knows good and well HBCUs do not have the funding in order to go out and, you know, get in a private jet and go get this person or that person. No, they don't have that kind of stuff. So their promotion, their recruitment was those videos that his son was posting on Instagram every single day. I've been following Deion Sanders for the past 4 years. Bro, his content is top tier. Because it's the real shit. We see what's going on in the locker rooms. We see what's going on the field. He doesn't hide anything. He doesn't hide anything. And that's something to appreciate. But what he's about to do over at Colorado is
That'll be interesting with the
great.
Pac-12, and they're going to lose USC and UCLA. They're going to the Big Ten. Right. So it might start early on building up a juggernaut at Colorado for the Pac-12.
I got to pull it up, but if you look at Colorado Boulder's football Instagram, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something, bro. Their interactions have gone up like crazy. It's actually like one of the wildest things to see. Just ever since Deion got there, and I was about, can't explain, like a couple days ago, 3 days ago. I think, look right there, the prime effect. See that right there? Click on that. Shit is crazy.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh, yes.
Over 42 million impressions and 173,000 retweets, likes, something like that.
He got there on Monday.
It's an insane number. Yeah, I mean, look at their Twitter, look at their feed. It's just Deion, some throwback. Deion's all over.
Yep. He's gonna change the program around. And the thing that I really liked about is when they showed the speech of him talking to the team for the first time, and he told them, he was like, "Some of y'all not gonna be here." And people were really upset. They were like, "How can you talk to kids like that?" Like,
he told his son to stand up. Son, stand up. That's your quarterback. Right in front of everyone.
Right. I saw one of the softest. It wasn't ignorant. It was just a soft comment from somebody on Instagram that saw the video and they were like, "Wow, imagine being the quarterback of a team and hearing when the new coach comes in, his son is taking your spot without even giving you a chance. If I were him, I would have stood up and left." Hunter, can you please pull up Colorado football's record from last year? I just for reference, I want to make sure that I'm saying the right things.
I know
here.
This year they went 1-1 or 1-11,
making valid points here. I don't want to get too crazy. What does that record say, sir?
Well, I don't see a record. It says 12th in the Pac-12, and by that logic, it means they're
last place in the division. Okay, in the conference. All right, cool. And their record was what?
I want to say 1-11. Yes, 1-11.
Mm-hmm.
Their only win was against California.
Mm-hmm. And that quarterback should have had his feelings hurt. He should have walked up and left. You know what he should have done?
JT Shrout.
What he should have done? He should have put his helmet on the ground and stopped playing football. Because you lead your team to a 1-11 record. You damn straight daddy's son is going to take over at quarterback. Are you serious?
Oh yeah, look at the division. Look at the conference.
Facts.
USC, Washington, Oregon, Utah. Shout out Pac-12 champs. Should have been USC, but whatever. They were worse than Stanford, Arizona State, even California. California's never been good, in my opinion. Well, not since Aaron Rodgers left, but yeah, look, 1-11. The only thing you go from here is up, literally. And you got Deion coaching the team now. It's going to take a couple years to get his players in and recruits and all that. But hey, Colorado is going to be a hot place for college football players to go to these next 5 years or so.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And speaking of college, saw it over here, the Heisman tracker, which obviously it's Caleb Williams, but this isn't it. But the 4 candidates, one of them is Stetson Bennett from Georgia. It's interesting how he's a nominee and not Hendon Hooker.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been him, but God, like Stetson Bennett and Lamar Jackson are the same age, and Stetson Bennett's still in college.
Damn, Lamar's that young?
Yes.
Or is he that old? How old is Lamar?
He's that young. He's 25. He's the same age as Stetson Bennett, quarterback for Georgia.
Wait, this nigga's 25 years old?
Lamar Universe.
25? Why are you still playing college football at 25?
Lamar, he'll be 26 in January next month.
Why the hell is this guy still playing football?
Hey, probably the freshman.
Did COVID in your redshirt year extend you that long? Because goddamn.
He is 25. He's the same age as Joe Burrow.
Yeah, and that's Joe Burrow. Wait, and Joe Burrow they said Joe Burrow was old in college. Look at this motherfucker. Oh my God. You're 25? Bro, he should be playing in the men's league at his YMCA or some shit. 25?
Now this is what a substitute history teacher looks like.
Nah, he looks like he be drinking brewskis on Wednesdays. He's definitely in a fraternity. I could tell, man. He's definitely playing flag football.
Speaking of drinking brewskis, Max Duggan was at a Mavericks game, and where is it? He was at a Mavericks game, and they showed him on the Jumbotron, and he was sipping a Coors Light, and he slowly realized he slowly put it down. He's like, and then he grabbed the water and started drinking that.
Oh,
I can't find it, but
terrible. That's funny as hell.
I can't find it, but
That's
that was literally funny.
That's crazy. He's like,
I know it's Duggan, it's Caleb Williams, which he's the favorite to win the Heisman. He's minus 2,200, and in sportsbook terms, if you put $1 down, you might win 1 cent. If he wins the Heisman, there you go. It's Duggan. He's got a really nice story out of TCU. Really, really shows heart for like TCU and the program. I don't know if he's draft eligible for this upcoming draft, maybe next year. But Caleb Williams is the favorite. Duggan second. Somehow Stetson Bennett's on there, and then I forget the fourth nominee. But that hooker quarterback from Tennessee, even though he tore his ACL, he should have been a nominee. And the thing is, he's done after this season, and he tore his ACL, so that's going to hurt his draft stock a lot. But Hendon Hooker, he had a really good season. How he's not a Heisman candidate, at the very least, I don't know. So let me pull up Stetson Bennett's stats as well. I'll just let you do the.
Years old. This is crazy to me.
Hendon Hooker's 24, but he's a senior. See, this is Hooker's stats: 3,100 yards, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, second highest QBR. Okay, and let's look at Bennett: 3,400, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 86 QBR, six best. And somehow he's a Heisman candidate.
And
not to mention
5.
Not to mention, he missed. I think Hooker missed the last game or two because of his ACL injury. Stetson Bennett, yeah, he played 2 more games than him. And the only thing he's better at is yards, which that's absurd.
Valid points are being made here. Before we head out, can we get political real quick? A little political,
sure.
Just a little bit. That Georgia race, man. We're speaking of Georgia football, and Herschel Walker has to be one of the dumbest people I've ever seen on television. He's so dumb. He's so dumb. Like I'm not gonna defend him. I'm not gonna try to be PC about it. No, he's dumb. He's so stupid.
He's got to go back to English class or something, bro.
Right?
He doesn't know what he's saying.
The other day he was talking about wolves and in something else. I was like, what the hell are you talking about, man? Like, what are you on? The fact that this race is still close to is crazy to me. I know about
he lost now.
Oh, he finally did lose. Thank God.
Yep.
Like the fact it was that close. The fact it was that close at all. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Country you live in.
That shows.
Look, it's Georgia. What do you expect from Georgia?
That's what I'm saying. Though. Like, listen, if y'all don't want us to say things about your states and stuff, can y'all get your shit together? Like Florida, can y'all get your shit together? Like, do you not hear the things that are coming out of this man's mouth?
Show my screen again. So,
do we not see this?
There was like some other race because it was basically like a tie on election day, so they had like another count. So Raphael, probably saying it wrong, but that's how I pronounce it. Raphael Warnock won 51% of the vote. Herschel Walker 48%. And look at this, and then people are going to be like, "Oh well, look, we got more of the state covered in red." It's like, but where Warnock won the votes.
Idiots.
Yep, the city. Look, Atlanta, Augusta.
That's the problem. See, all these other little red states, red counties down here, they got like 3 people per square mile. So, those took up those dumbass votes.
All
But,
those cousins making dozens. My cousin voted for Herschel Walker because he's red. He's part of the Republican. I'll take him.
God. Yeah, man.
This goes back to
I can't get over it, bro. I really can't get over the fact that this is like how things are going now, man. Like, people really heard Herschel Walker talk. They heard him speak. They listened to him. They let those words seep into their minds and said, you know what? This man's making some valid points. I'm going to vote for him. There's no way. There's no way. Like, I don't get how people listen to Ron DeSantis and the crazy ass things he says. And they're like, you know what? I should vote for this man.
Or with Texas's governor, Governor Abbott.
No, Abbott's an idiot too. Abbott's a racist idiot.
And he's in a wheelchair. He can't walk. That's why he's in a wheelchair.
Shit, someone put a broom between them damn wheels. Fuck him, man. Fuck him.
But, yeah. So looking at well, let me pull this back. Looking back at Georgia, and people are going to be like, "Oh well, but the state's red." Let me go back, find it. Yeah, but the state's red. Why did he win? He won more counties. Well, got to go back to 2020. This was the election result by county. There's a lot more red because it's not a lot of population there. Those that are in blue, those are all like the major U.S. cities. Like there's Miami, blue. And then you got to go over to the Carolinas, like Charlotte, Atlanta.
The entire state of Alaska is red, but they're so fucking irrelevant. That shit didn't even make any sense. It didn't even matter. It didn't matter.
Well, it all depends on the electoral votes too, like Pennsylvania, Texas, Florida, California, all those that have like major implications. Like the more electoral votes you have, the more it's going to swing. But yeah, just look at the population density. Like a lot of the blue is like popular parts of the country where people live in, like this over here. Obviously, New York, you got Philly, you got Washington, D.C.
Yeah, there's a lot of red, but remember, guys, that election was rigged.
Oh yeah, no, it was 100%
rigged. It was rigged. Everyone knows it was rigged. So
we're about to be we're about to be in 2023. People are still saying that it's rigged.
It's like, what is it? Has it been 3 years?
It's about to be 3 years. Grow up.
No, I mean since
it's
January
over.
6th. It's gonna be 2 years or 3 years since January 6th. 2 years. 2 years
since January 6th.
That shit was crazy. I got. Oh shit! Holy shit!
Some people, that's their major holiday.
I've had this for the past 2 years. I got this the day after it happened. Shit is mind-boggling to me. That shit actually happened. That shit actually happened.
Nope, that's not it. There's this one picture that I really enjoyed when they stormed the Capitol like 2 years ago. I gotta find it. It's this is it. This is it. This is my favorite image from this. She doesn't know where she's at, but I
mean, I ain't gonna lie. She looks,
look at her.
Yeah,
Look, she's just proud to be an American. Got the flag.
Yeah, I think she got dropped off. You know what I'm saying? She
This is my favorite image from this. Is like she doesn't know where she's at. She's just proud to be an American.
She came in the bus. She came in the bus.
Look, there's know your meme, capital Mima. Named a capital Mima.
Capital Mima.
He just looks so innocent compared to like this guy. Like, what are you doing? I guess everybody had off that day that stormed the Capitol. Like, you got all this going on outside, and then on the inside, you just got this.
That's another example of white privilege. Could you imagine skipping out on work to storm the Capitol? Black people would never do that. Would never do that. I would never do that. That's crazy. Like, yo, man, listen. The government, they pissing us off, nigga. We're gonna leave work. We're not even gonna go in tomorrow. All right, we're gonna storm the Capitol. And I'm like, well, am I gonna make money?
Not to mention these people were like looking through trying to find not only people from like AOC, like not only people from like the Democratic side of things, they were looking for Mike Pence. the vice president, because he was like, we've conceded. I've conceded the election. The results they're in. Yeah, it's fine. They're like, where is he? Where is he?
If the military would have went in there and killed everybody, would the military have been wrong?
I mean, no, not really. They're not supposed to. Look,
you know what they be doing?
They're breaking and entering.
Yeah, man, breaking and entering. Pretty much endangering the entire country. Like, think about that white privilege right there.
They're endangering
think about that.
Politics.
They skipped work to take over the government.
Yeah, like
the audacity to wake up in the morning. Imagine waking up in the morning, Hunter, and be like, you know what?
Well, you know what? This sign's ironic. The children cry out for justice, and we still got school shootings going on. Yeah.
I'm just going to wake up in the morning and try to take over the government.
Yeah.
Try to find the vice president and do what? How do you think that's going to work out for you?
Yeah.
You want to talk about your constitutional rights? Once the military use their constitutional right to bear arms on you, it's slow. It's like, what you going to do? Your Confederate flags ain't going to do shit by then. Years by then.
They put the white flag over it. They're like, "This is a flag of defeat. We surrender." Wow, the Confederate flag. That's funny. So, yeah, there's still people being indicted over this.
Good.
We're almost 2 years removed because there were so many people
jail. Put Trump's jackass in jail too.
Yeah,
put them all in jail, man. They all belong in jail. No, send Trump to Rikers. Send Trump to Rikers. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I don't want to go to Rikers. I want to go to Guantanamo.
Yeah,
it's more popular. They've got better food. They've got better people.
Yeah, they got cocktail sandwiches over there.
They're people who are wrongfully imprisoned for speaking their mind. Is that Matt? I think we got a call for Matt.
No, that's Daint getting a call. Jesus Christ.
I thought that was Matt coming in.
Oh, that was Daint getting a call. God damn, motherfuckers want to call me in the middle of the sesh. That's what's going on here, people. Calling me in the middle of the sesh. Well, whoever that is.
Huh.
I'm gonna let it go this time.
What the fuck is this? Why did this come up for? I guess. Whoa, all right, we're getting way off topic with this now. God bless the USA and all that shit.
Whoa, hey, I'm suddenly interested. Wait, what was that? Go back. God bless America. God bless America.
See, now this is wait, let me find. This is what we wanted to see. We didn't want to see. We wanted to see this. Yeah, that's what we wanted to see.
Honestly, if ladies looking like these storm the Capitol.
Storm in the Capitol.
You know what? If you're gonna let them go, you'll let them off. Be like, hey, listen, they didn't hurt anybody. Nothing was damaged.
If Mike Pence found out that a bunch of these women were looking for him, he'd walk in with open arms. You
know what the men in Congress would have been like. We'll actually send her to my quarters. I want to have a conversation with her behind my desk. Like, you already know what's gonna happen. You know how it is. You know how it is, man. You know how it is.
All I gotta say is thank God Bill Clinton wasn't in there.
They got Bill Cosby.
Look at them all in. There'd be a lot going out the door for him.
Oh shoot. Anyways, man. Well, we want to thank everybody for listening to another episode of the Bromigos podcast. You already know what it is, man. Matt usually does the socials, but I guess I could do them today. Oh, actually, honestly, you're gonna find us regardless. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Twitter is at Bromigos Pod. Instagram, I believe, is the Bromigos Pod. TikTok, I'm not on the TikTok. Is it the Bromigos Podcast?
I think it's the Bromigos Podcast. I believe it is on TikTok. But either way, you will find us. All right. Give us some followers. And don't forget to watch us on YouTube. I don't know what y'all doing. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. You claim to be a fan, but you don't subscribe to the YouTube channel. You want to see us grow. You're like, oh, yo, we fuck with the podcast, man. We think this shit's cool. So why don't you subscribe? The hell you doing? Did I do something to hurt you? Did I say something to offend you? I might have.
Who hurt you?
Care.
It's okay. This is a safe space. Safe space. Subscribe to the Bromigos Podcast. And
subscribe. Sign into your Google. Subscribe. Thank you. We appreciate you. But we gonna catch y'all next time, man. Peace.
All right. Peace.
You've been listening to the Bromigos podcast.
Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Avita! That's okay! She'll be back. Another queer